Let's wait a moment for things. Let's give it a moment and all. Closing stuff. Let me make sure the title's updated. Alright, so I started up the PS4 version of Cold Steel yesterday, and it's been going great. Look at that silky smooth frame rate, which is also on the PC, but it's much more of a hassle for me to stream on PC stuff, so got the triple dipped on this game for the sole purpose of, for the sole purpose of just streaming this and sharing with you guys while I was around. Getting an excuse to prep myself for Cold Steel. We did the prologue stuff yesterday, and it's going to be a slow start for a while. They're going to be at it for a little while. Fast forward a few weeks.
All right.
That's Reen's family. They're a nice couple.
Time to get going.
Oh, Reen!
Yeah, messaging here and there while I'm just kind of getting myself
Morning,
warmed up.
Good morning. Are you heading to school now too? How about we walk there together?
Sure. It's getting late though, so we might need to pick up the pace a little.
No problem. I'm guessing everyone else left already, huh?
I think so. I'm not sensing anyone else on this floor, at least.
Sensing.
Gaius in particular is probably long gone by now, being the early riser he is.
Oh, okay then. He's not sensing anyone? What does that mean exactly?
You can read their energy levels or however that is. A fighter's thing, I assume.
Huh.
morning.
Elise is still holding that grudge.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning! Are you two on your way to school?
Yeah. Come on, Emma. We're going to be late. Hey, wait for me, Elisa. We'll see you in class.
I never would have guessed she'd hold a grudge this long.
Well, at least it's better than the Machias uses squabble. Squabble, bleh.
She knows it was just an accident, right? She has to. Can't believe she'd be so sensitive.
No kidding. She's not even giving me a chance to apologize to her.
Well, as long as you keep trying, I'm sure she'll understand. Eventually. Class 7's got enough tension as it is, what with our two, prideful warriors at each other's throats. So I think it would be a load off everyone's mind if you and Elisa could make up at least.
I'll certainly do what I can. Whatever.
Oops, I actually pressed X.
These past 2 weeks have really flown by, haven't they?
You missed out, Kirito. And hello. Welcome.
It's funny. I went into this thinking combat practice would be the toughest part of the curriculum.
Not a problem. You somehow missed the whole lot within the 5 minutes. I understand. I wasn't sure for a moment if my mic was muted or not when I was speaking to you. So I just keep turning it on and off.
Never would have guessed the academic side of things might give it a run for its money.
I'm mostly joking. Mostly.
Well, strong in body and mind is pretty firmly embedded into Imperial culture. I do get what you mean, though. I figured I'd be able to coast through the year, but I've had to very quickly reevaluate that.
You too, huh? I wish I were as smart as Machias or Emma. They don't seem to be having any problems at all. But then, Emma got the top score on the entrance exam, and I'll bet you anything Machias wasn't far behind.
I'm sure. Eustace and Elisa are apparently doing really well too. As are Laura and Gaius.
Really? Guess I'm just gonna have to suck it up then. Though I really do hope they don't mind.
Huh? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, sorry. You got me thinking about Eustace and Laura. I've been talking to them the same way I talk to everybody else, but they're both nobles, right?
You're in the presence of nobility near mere commoner.
And Eustace's family rules over the whole eastern side of the Empire, so it kind of feels like I should address them more formally.
Laura's cool, though.
Well, they both said it was okay, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Though you probably shouldn't go picking fights with Eustace every chance you get, like a certain someone else.
And I hope you could hear me okay.
Oh, I don't plan on it. I'd hoped they'd get along a bit better over time, but if anything, things seem to be spiraling downhill fast on that end. When the two of them are in the same room, there's just this constant tension in the air.
It's not all Machias either. Eustace seems to enjoy provoking him at every opportunity.
Good, good.
I can't even imagine what it would take to make them see eye to eye at this point.
Yeah, I wish there was something we could do to help them get along. And that's where we'd be if we weren't in Class 7. Dormitory number 2, for all the common folk like us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? I'm still kind of shocked that Class 7 gets to have its own dormitory.
Yeah, living that luxury life.
Though, to be fair, I think that building was abandoned till this year. Seems like they renovated it just for us.
Well, they did a good job. It's got a nice feel to it. I just wish it were a little closer to the academy.
Hey, you're in our way. Step aside at once.
And here are the noble twats.
Class 7, I see.
Is something the matter?
You're just a ragtag bunch of nobodies, aren't you? Come on, we're leaving.
Yes, Patrick! A word of advice. You might be part of a special class, but that doesn't change who you are. Never forget your place.
Yeah, a lot of the nobles, well, are elitists. Not all, but a chunk of them.
So they're from one of the upper classes. This is why I hate talking to them.
Unfortunately, that attitude is all too common among the nobles. Thank goodness Laura and Eustace aren't like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. That's the infamous dormitory number 1, where all the nobility lives. It's supposed to be super fancy inside, with maids and butlers and everything.
Yeah, there's a maid sweeping right in the corner.
Wow,
Behind that
really?
tree.
Guess that's our cue to pick up the pace.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, hey, have you picked out a club to join yet? Doesn't sound like you have to or anything, but it's probably a good way to meet people.
No, I'm still looking. It's hard to decide on one.
Anime high schools and their clubs.
Stand, bow. Be seated.
As I'm sure you're all well aware, the Erebonian Empire was driven to the brink of collapse roughly 250 years ago.
Oh, if I recall, in the original port version, he was not voiced. That's an added extra. And this is one of our teachers.
This was brought about by the conflict we know as the War of the Lions. A civil war lasting several years, staged over the throne of the late emperor by the most powerful of his potential successors. But of course, I'm not here to tell you that. If I were, I think even young children would be able to pass this course. Rather, I'd like to discuss the effects this had on the Empire as members of the aristocracy were drawn into the war. Many hired mercenaries turned to looting and pillaging, and a similar trend could even be seen among some of the knights.
I guess so. I'm thinking too much. They're doing too much like Japanese high schools.
The land was left utterly devastated, and morale was at an all-time low.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know U.S. military schools. It'll be a problem if I actually ever was there.
But then, lo and behold, into this nightmare stepped a man willing to take a stand against this bloody war of succession. He was a wandering prince who began to rally forces from the outskirts of the Empire, and would go on to make quite a name for himself.
Well, they're a small
that
Japanese
name, of
company.
course,
Sorry.
Was Dreikel's Raisei Arnor.
It's only a small little Japanese company. Their know-how is probably a little limited. Or they'll probably have staffers that went to American schools or something.
He would later become known as Drykles the Lionheart, the 73rd Emperor of Erebonia and father of the Renaissance. Not to mention the founder of this very academy. Drykles' army was initially rather small in number. But as he traveled across the Empire, winning over the hearts of influential sympathizers, his forces rapidly increased. Now, the place where Emperor Drykles first began gathering his army was...
I know the answer.
Reen Schwarzer. Would you care to tell the class?
I'm too much into the Kiseki lore, slash Trails lore. It started in North Highlands. Now cuts. The voice acting can still be limited though, so suddenly it could just be abruptly cut. Oh, Lisa was trying to help. She's being all soon. Yeah, so there's gonna be points I collect throughout the game. Then, if I get rank ups, if I get rank up, I get good rewards.
Nice work, everyone. You made it through another grueling day of classes.
And she threw in a little heart there.
In case you've been living under a rock, please don't forget that tomorrow is your first free day. It's not technically a day off, but there are no classes, so it's up to you what to do with your time.
I felt I could have explained it a little better, or I tripped up my own words, but it's straightforward.
Why, you could go shopping in the capital if you wanted to. Or just do what I do and sleep all day. Sleep is so wonderful.
She's a very good influence.
Will the Academy's facilities still be open for our use?
Yes, I'd like to be able to use the free study area in the library myself.
Of course! This school shuts down for no one, so feel free to patronize any and all facilities as you like. A lot of clubs have meets scheduled for these free days as well, so anyone who's joined one should probably check on that.
I see.
I'll be certain to do so.
Also, before you leave, we should go over what's happening next week. On Wednesday, you all have your practical exam.
A practical exam?
What does that entail exactly?
It's part of your combat training.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be graded on your performance, so make sure you're well rested and ready for battle by then.
Yep.
Might be a good idea to do some training on your own time too, just to keep from getting rusty.
Interesting.
I definitely don't like the sound of that.
Oh, and one more thing. After the practical exam is over, I've got another important announcement.
Yeah, so L2 triggers turbo mode. Sometimes I lean the controller in my lap, and given the way the triggers are, sometimes I just hit it by accident like this.
About a major part of Class 7's curriculum that I haven't mentioned at all yet.
Got a teaser.
What?
Here it comes.
So, whatever you choose to do on your free day, make it count for something. That concludes today's homeroom. Machias, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow.
Turbo mode. Like you see, they're moving a little faster. It's a feature for the PS4 version of the game. It's not in the original. It got added as in the PC port, and they transferred the PC version bells and whistles over to the PS4 version. Turbo mode's not that fast though. Maybe there's options to trigger it, or I haven't figured it out. Elliot's a pro. That is a pun intended. I'm sure. It's just mostly for general, everything going faster, that's all. See, yeah, Gaius Bro is an artist, as well as a warrior. You. Though you don't really see any art from him, it's just kind of implied he's an artist. And I don't know where my controller, remote control is, so I can't lower the volume just a little bit. Oh well. Or at least I don't recall him ever showing any art. I'll be back in one moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just some personal stuff, and it seems like things got missing or misplaced. Not a huge deal, but just feels like an inconvenience. And I got myself a little carried away with just trying to find stuff. So let me just kind of recalibrate myself and get into the right mindset. Feels like today kind of sucks. And I feel like I'm not enjoying the game as much as I should. Plus the slow start. Everything. I wonder how many people I turned off or chased away in that potential few minutes. Yeah, rough day. A lot of little things, plus annoying work, frustrating work day. That's weird. Okay. So now we get to freely explore the school. As I press the options button, all these dots are NPCs I could talk to and stuff. And being a Trails game, I'm interested in talking to a lot of the NPCs, so I'm not going to be rushing through the main story. I'm just going to be taking my sweet time and enjoying my experience with the game. And hopefully you guys go along for the ride too, or just kind of chill, come back and check how things are here and there. This is one of our students, Rosine. We'll be seeing her here and there, for various reasons. Oh, you. Hi, Margaret. She is a bit love-obsessed and a bit of a narcissist. And, well, other things. This is one of the professors as well. So how's everyone doing meanwhile? So yeah, turbo mode's just basically this. Just speeding things up even further a little bit. Yeah, good luck with it all. Here's guys hard at work with the art club. Look at that majestic painting. See? Artist. He's brushing and stuff. Mm-hmm. You could relate, right? Hi, Lindy. Look at her painting as well. Not in the budget. There's this sculpture. And here's Elliot right here. Yep, sculpture and budget. See this NPC over here, Bridget? I'm gonna be heavily follow her for reasons. She and a certain other person have an interesting story arc that spans across multiple games. Yep. You'll probably see as I continue the game. Let's see, what else? Hey, I remember you. The shopaholic. So, as a reminder, all the NPCs here change up their dialogue, and the students are a colorful bunch to follow. After each story segment, there's gonna be new little things going on with them. Hey, Fee. Keep pressing square for mapping habits. Here's the Vice Principal Noble Twat. Probably one of my other favorite professors here. And I like his dialogue. That's the professional right there. Oh, Mint. One of the best students and NPCs in the game. She's a super klutz. Hi, Thomas. Yeah, another one of the teachers you're going to be seeing many times, and not just this game. And here's our nurse. She's alright. Not much to her. They even serve tea. And here I am running in the halls. And this here is Mint. She has a terrible sense of direction and is a klutz. And here's Vincent, one of the nobles. Well, her name is Mint. And his maid just likes him to suffer a little bit. She's just amused by the prospects. Our janitor guy. I hope you're having fun meanwhile. I'm just trying to make myself feel a little better. Good. Are you having a blast with the art pages? Oh, you're talking about the game. Got it. We'll be seeing this field a fair lot. Yeah, the engineering building is important. We never see the salon. Yeah, green means side quest, red means key event, like that. That means it's a story event and it's mandatory. Green is other stuff. And here's Vivi. Does she look familiar? Like you've seen this NPC before? She's a prankster. And here's Edel, a very chill, easygoing noble. She's cool. And implied to be secretly powerful. Another fishing spot here, but that's for later. Not a twat. Some are cool. He's our radio junkie. Hi, Monica. And here's another important NPC I'm going to be following. For reasons. And here's our noble twats. Yeah. Well, some are. It's like there's a chunk of them that just kind of like mustache twirling villains. Yeah. She's also cool. I don't think that competition is healthy. He's a cool guy. Swimsuits. I mean, no, nothing. Let's go on. Let's see. Let's explore a little further. Ah, Rex. Yeah. He likes to take pictures of a certain subject. As you can see. Not a creep. And there's Elisa. She's kind of a noble twat. But she kind of grows out of it. See, these two. She's a noble. She's a commoner. They're BFFs. They have a true friendship. Where class doesn't matter. Yep, lacrosse. Yeah, I'm just kind of geeking out all over these minor NPCs and their little thing getting alongs. And over here is the horse riding club. It's pretty cool. So as a refresher, the people in white uniforms are the nobility class. The people in the greens are the commoners, / more generic folks. He's a nice guy. Just exploring around. Sometimes there's things going on here or NPCs to see. Like I said, the place is closed for now. Let's check the library next. This building's last. Hey, Machias. What's something alright? The key terminology thing is just as a refresher for trail stuff or brief synopsis of previous events or a little information about the countries and companies and stuff like that. You'll see. I wonder if they have the book. I want to get a good view of it. We'll read that a little later. Okay, it's hard to make it out probably on stream. I wonder if you could read it. What the title says over there, that blue one. Now, for those that can't, it says, Christ, who's gonna die first? Question mark. So random. Well, like you said, he has the sass. Yeah, he's got a chip on his shoulder. She's just a generic female student, not even worthy of a name. You know what? Why not, just for the fun of it? Let's read about trains. Bit of backstory and stuff, and I don't remember much about the books. believe the current year is September calendar 1203 or so. Or 1213. No, I think it's 1203. Yeah, this is a train country. And over here, just kind of information about the politics and more stuff. Like, since we got into the whole 4 great houses yesterday, this is a little bit about them. Our family is the royal family in this game, in this country, I mean. That's kind of the backstory of some of the political going-ons. Yeah, old history stuff. About the companies and all that. Rainford Company is the major one for Erebonia. Some terminology and stuff. Imperial Chronicle is the Erebonian newspaper service. Some terminology stuff. Stuff about the other countries. That includes Crossbell. Liberal Kingdom is where the first 3 games take place in, the Sky Games. Crossbell was 0 in Aonokiseki. I streamed Aonokiseki last year, if you recall. Do I know too much?
This should be the Student Union building. I know the cafeteria is on the first floor, but I wonder where the Student Council room is.
Hey there, first year.
Hi there. You'll be seeing a bit of him.
How's it going? Academy life been treating you well this past half month?
Oh, yeah, it has. Guess he must be a second year. It's not easy, but I'm managing. Mostly. Though I have a feeling it's only going to get harder from here on out.
Of course it will. Your class is going to be more intense than the others, too. But you just hang in there, okay?
Yeah, he's cool.
Okay. Wait. You're a second-year student, aren't you? Do you mind if I ask your name?
Hey now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things first, how about you let me show you this cool trick I've been practicing?
Trick?
Yep. Watch and learn.
You got a 50 mirror coin I can borrow?
I think so. Pretty sure I do, anyway.
Cheers. All right, watch closely.
Huh?
Now, which hand is the coin in? Left or right?
It's in your...
What do you think? Left hand or right hand? I'll wait it out a bit.
Too bad.
Guess you win.
Hey, Richie.
I'm usually pretty good at following moving objects, too. Though, wait. You said this was a trick, which means...
You catch on quick.
Huh?
Keep up the good work, man. You're gonna need to be pretty tough to get through a year with Sarah as your instructor.
Yep, Black's third option.
Oh, and the student council room is on the second floor, furthest room back. See you around. Have a good weekend.
He took our coin. Hey, Phoenix. Welcome.
Wait, my 50... Mira.
It's chump change, but it's the thoughts that count. He took his money.
He got me. Andy seemed to know I was heading to the student council room, too. Somehow. Guy's good.
Yep, he did. And you know what? Give me one moment, I'll be back. I should have prepared this in advance, but I just thought of it. One moment. I want to share something. I just had to prepare. Yeah, pardon the frame rate drop being tanking a little bit. It's important. I think you know, I think those who understand would know. PS4 edition came with the 50 mirror coin. I just had to take the picture right now, upload it to Imager, and go to the site and load it. And in my rushing, I typed it as 50 Mora coin. My hand slipped. So you see, the 50 mirror coin is in my hands. Yeah, it's kind of a symbolism thing for this game. And sort of a connection between the two guys.
I haven't met many of the second years yet. I wonder if they're all like...
I got the money.
Oh well. At least now I know where I'm going. Though, if it really is open late, I guess there's no real rush. I might as well see what else people are up to in here.
Yeah, probably. Well, he is a fighter. This is a military academy. This is the weapons store, because as a reminder, this is a military academy. And cafeteria person. Mostly generic NPCs and such. And here's our chef. Yeah, no. Might as well talk to them. See, I can't resist the allure of NPCs. Yeah, they'll probably be fine. Oh, Dorothy. Hello. Dorothy is the captain, is not captain, well, the head of the literature club. Hey, he's for photography club person, but she's the more interesting one. Her reading choice is, well, let's see if they say it. I think you got some slight implications. What she's into. Yep, boys erotica. She's also an author, or wants to be an author, of the boys erotica variety / yaoi. And our fishing club captain, I keep saying captain's not a sports team. And he's from the chess club. He is a struggling chess player. And this room is closed for now. Well, time to advance some plot.
Hello? Please come in. It's open.
I recognize that voice. Pardon the interruption. Oh, you're that girl.
Yeah. The fishing club president is a free spirit.
It's been about 2 weeks, hasn't it? Welcome to the student council room, Reen Schwarzer. Instructor Sarah sent you, right?
Yes. So, you're a member of the student council then? I wonder if she got moved up a few years. She looks even younger than Fee.
Toa, a person seemingly of many capabilities, but got the short end of the stick in many other some other aspects. Not many, just some.
Is something wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering, are you a second-year student?
I am, but there's no need for formalities with me. There's no junior or senior in my book.
Hi, Toa.
The name's Toa Herschel.
And, fun fact, the last name Herschel is in reference to a Gaiden game called Naita no Kiseki. It has no relations to the Trails games and such, you know. Just a spin-off that kind of uses the name as marketing purposes.
I'm the student council president.
And her name and slight backstory kind of has some minor references to the games. That's probably kind of an Easter egg.
President?
And Naita no Kiseki is very, very good. Really fun action RPG. Doesn't have a good fan translation though. The only one that's available is kind of wonky. Otherwise it's Japan only.
Uh-huh. Does that surprise you? I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunities to interact with you and the other first years during your time here. So if there's anything you need help with, you just come and let me know, okay? I'll do everything in my power to make it better.
Thank you. That's very kind. She's seriously the student council president? That's hard to believe.
And there's also seems to be a bit of a joke that, you know, a joke theory that, you know, she could travel dimensions and stuff. Because she seems to be popular in Japan, or at least with Falcom, that they used her in another completely different game, you know, same model and everything, and the name, but supposedly a different character. Might as well bring it up. Let me look it up. While we're just gonna go into sharing mode. So in Japan, Trails of Cold Steel got released in 2013. In 2015, Falcom released a game called Tokyo Xanadu. One of the NPCs in the game is this one moment. Hold on. Why did my browser separate? Why is things having technical difficulties? There we go. Her. Toa Kokonoe, a teacher in a school in Tokyo Xanadu, which takes place in a fictional town in Japan. You know, same character and all, right? But different background. No idea if it's the same person or not.
So, the reason I've come here...
Still has the same shortness.
is because you're holding on to something for Class 7, right?
Oh, of course. Here you go. Yours is the one on top.
Let's see.
We got student handbooks.
Oh, our student notebooks. I completely forgot about these.
I'm really sorry it's taken so long. Class 7's curriculum is pretty different from any of the other classes. And you're even using a different kind of battle orbment, so yours had to be compiled separately.
Meaning these notebooks have information in them about...
The Arcus, yes. All the student notebooks double as instruction manuals for their accompanying battle orbments. And the other first years are all using the same type as last year, so we could just reuse last year's template. But the Arcus type you're using works quite differently, so we had to write a whole new set of directions from scratch.
Okay, that makes sense. But wait, who's we?
Pretty much just me. Instructor Sarah asked me to do it on her behalf.
Yeah. Instructor Sarah's a bit of a slave driver.
Which means it's my fault this has taken so long. I'm really sorry.
Oh, no. If anything, it sounds like we owe you a huge debt of gratitude for putting so much time and effort into it.
Toa is a major walkaholic and doesn't know really compromise or breaks.
Is that really part of the student council's job, though? It seems more like something our instructor should be handling herself.
Technically, you're right, but she's always so busy.
Yeah, kind of.
And I help out the other instructors a lot too, so I don't mind lending her a hand from time to time.
What a nice person. Maybe a little too nice for her own good. I doubt she ever gets a moment's rest around here.
Kind of ironic saying from Urine.
So, you just need me to give these to the other students in Class 7, right?
Yes, please. I really appreciate what you've all agreed to do too.
Huh? What do you mean?
I heard all about it from Instructor Sarah. She said you've agreed to help out the student council with our work, right?
Well... So, the side quests we get in this game is kind of Sarah drag... Kind of... I lost the words. Basically, Sarah made Rean into the gopher boy of the game.
It's such a nice gesture. You're really getting Class 7 off to a great start here at the Academy.
Yes, Sarah volunteered him.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Yeah, so that's the excuse for getting side quests in this game.
Didn't you tell her that you wanted to help ease our workload? Something about wanting to better yourselves? To prove you were worthy of being a part of this prestigious new class? She said you were all really eager to help out, so I should try to delegate some of my duties to you.
Yeah.
Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands. Mwah.
Yep. Exactly, limited time gamer, and welcome to the channel. Reed's also a nice guy that doesn't know how to have a moment's rest.
Mwah, indeed.
I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand her or something?
You can't say no to the lolly.
Oh, how embarrassing. I didn't mean to start trying to force work onto you when you've only just enrolled.
There's no way I can turn her down.
Yeah.
No. Instructor Sarah's absolutely right. Your plate is as full as I've seen, so if I can help you in any way, please let me.
Phew. I thought there had been a terrible misunderstanding there for a moment.
Well.
But don't worry, I won't give you anything too difficult. It'll mostly just be fulfilling requests from people in the Academy and in Trista.
Requests?
Yep. Sometimes people send in feedback and list things they'd like us to do for them, and we try to help out however we can. I'll pick some up for you to do by the end of the day, and drop the list in your mailbox at your dorm tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Will that be okay with you?
Reed's the side quest boy.
Sure thing. Thanks.
An evening passed.
Dusk already? What a day. Can't believe she wound up treating me to dinner in the cafeteria. And she's still got more student council work to do yet. How is she so busy? Hello? This is Rien Schwarzer speaking.
Guten Tag, my favorite little Wunderkind.
Hi, Sarah.
I hear you had a nice little dinner date with the student council president. Ooh la la.
I think the voice actor is just having fun playing as Sarah.
If this is how you treat your favorite little Wunderkind, I dread to think how you treat people you don't like. Would you care to explain why you've been signing me up for things behind my back?
I'll skip the details for now, but it's got something to do with the other part of your curriculum that I'll be announcing next week. I thought it'd be a good chance for one of you to do a little rehearsal before the main event.
In hindsight, it kind of makes sense.
And since the student council truly is busy, I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? A fine plan, if I do say so myself.
I have a feeling half the reason they're as busy as they are is because of certain instructors. But alright, I'm happy to play along. Basically, you just want me to spend my free day tomorrow helping the student council, right?
Oh, that's entirely up to you. If there's a club you're interested in joining, far be it from me to force you away from it.
No, to be honest, I still haven't found one that really clicks with me, so that won't be a problem.
Technically, Rien is a member of the student council by proxy, since he never joins a club in the game.
There is one question I'd like to ask, though. Why me, exactly? This seems like the kind of task typically entrusted to the class president or vice president, so Emma or Machias. And even if you were choosing based on social class, Eustace and Laura were both born into noble families. I wasn't. So what makes me so special, exactly?
Well, in a sense, you're effectively at the center of Class 7.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yep, the student council gopher. Perfect.
Pardon?
I'm not saying you're its leader, of course.
Well, that'll change.
But in a class full of nobles, commoners, and exchange students, you in particular are special.
I won't explain what it means by special.
Surely even you can see that, no?
Well...
That's why I decided to give you first dibs, so to speak. I wanted to get an idea of how things might go from here on out. There's never been a class like yours before, after all. So there you have it. The beans have been spilled all over the place. Ball's in your court now.
Wait, what are you drinking?
Oh, and Sarah's an alcoholic too. She likes to drink a lot.
Beer, of course. It's the weekend and I'm stuck wasting away in my room, imbibing libations. Alas, all by my lonesome.
She's a very positive influence, isn't she?
If only I had a classy gentleman friend who'd go out drinking with me. But woe of woes, such a man is nary to be found.
Reminder, Rien's a student. And a minor, technically.
Are you okay?
Never better. But you, instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
And she has her moments, though.
And on that note, make sure you're back in the dorm by curfew and all transgressions will be forgiven. Toodles!
If I don't plant myself somewhere, huh? She may have a few screws loose, but she's got a point. Maybe I should just try going with the flow and see what comes of it.
And so starts chapter 1. An hour 40 minutes into the stream, we got the 1 title card. There's 7 chapters in the game, plus prologue. Yep, time to explore. Men's rooms are on this floor. Women's are on the 3rd floor. Good night, Emma. Yeah, Laura is all about training and bettering herself. She's a warrior's daughter. For innocent reasons. You can't read a student's notebook, Reen. A girl's notebook, sorry. Maybe another night. It's the worst kept secret though, but I'm not gonna say it in the game. Cheers. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's Sarah's room. She might be in the first floor. Yep, drinking the night away. Yep. Hey, Elliot. So here's a little preview of Elliot's room. He has a thing for music, as you could see. The violins here and all that. And you see how friendly and good terms we are with Elliot? We could just barge into his room whenever. Ouch. She's just trying to make friendly conversation. It's complicated. And hey, guys. And this is his room over here. A little more simple. So, Kirito, what's your critique on this paint thing over here? Gotcha. Well, time to call it a night. For Rean, that is, not the stream. We got a ways to go. Oh, so it's 17 year 1204. My bad. Yeah, I just kind of mixed up my years. Or was off by a decade. So, these are our side quests. These are mandatory stuff. This is just side quest stuff. Optional, I mean. Blech. Words is hard. And we got some dungeon crawling quests right here, but we should do that last. Yeah, required quests you have to do. Hey, yeah, bonding points. Let the game explain. Yeah, so basically I could have little optional events with some NPCs and party members. It's kind of a Persona knockoff, and it's kind of one of the divisive elements of the Cold Steel games. Where it feels like, locking stuff behind bond events hinders, character development happening during main story and all that. Or, hiding behind bandit important information. It's a lot of little things. I'm okay with it, and playing through Ano Kiseki, it also kind of locked stuff behind the bonding events, and that's much more of a praised game. Oh, Ano Kiseki has a pseudo-bound event. Like, you could interact with everyone, but certain triggers show very limited events. Mostly in the final, mostly on one chapter. Mostly a major event in Chapter 5 where you just kind of have one night to hang out with one of the party members and get some revelation. I feel like I could explain it better, but the words are kind of lost on me. So, sorry about that. And we got one guy on the floor here. Hey, Elliot. Not just yet. I forgot who are all the available options. Not all party members are available at the same time, only certain ones are during each month for each free day. Over here we got Sarah's. Hi, Sarah. I understand. I'm sort of in a similar position. And with her room, you see over here, look at these boxes of beer right here. 3 of them here, with all these bottles, and a few more here. Oh, and there's some beer here too. And look at all that paperwork, just being neglected. And hey, look, more beer. And some beer over here too. I was waiting for your reaction. What do you think of her drinking, Kirito? I love Sarah. She is a fun character. One of my favorites in the series. And I want a damn figurine of her. No. And I'll be back. Restroom. No. I want the figurine of her, but I don't know if it exists. Sorry, want. W-A-N-T. Okay, I'm back. So let's head out. Obviously books. Yeah, basically to quickly warp around the town. Yep, books. You see, Elliot has a Bond event with the exclamation mark. Maki's has a Bond event as well. And in the academy, Laura has an event. So let's see, let's explore around the town a bit. See these gateways west and east of Trista? Even though there's clearly something there, they're not used in the game. That's for the next game over. This is just to tease you. You never go outside the town like that. If you're going to other places, we're going by train. Well, technically speaking, we never go past the gates. The people who live here, it's a married couple. This is their son, and the wife and husband in this house is very, very lovey-dovey. Very much so. I might be following them along again. This is the pawn shop. He's a sort of an informant. Like, he sells stuff in the shop, but he also has a lot of information that he digs around. Forgot the exact details and all. Oh yeah, this. We can use these to sell and get Mira, the currency in the game. And her, she's a florist, not much else to say. And hey there, Kenneth. Hey, Kirito. Here's the fishing guy. The name Lake Lord, that name appeared in Ao no Kiseki. There was a subplot going on in that game where his brother was in Crossbell trying to then hijack the Fisherman's Club there, and Lloyd and friends were trying to stop him from taking over so everyone can freely fish in the spots instead of just kind of closing off all the spots for his elite group. I never did finish that side quest because the window of opportunity was much shorter than I thought it was, so I never finished that subplot along. That Lake Lord, this is his little brother here in Erebonia. Kenneth is also noble, but doesn't act like one at all. He's just a fisherman and cares about nothing else. Yeah, he's a really laid-back dude. We got our fisherman stuff. Yeah, the Lake Lord family makes fishing equipment. Very fitting last name, too. Yep. We unlocked the fishing side quest. But before that, so I was mentioning earlier about a family couple that's a really, really lovey-dovey couple. Here, in this house, well, this is the opposite. This home is about a family in turmoil, with a bitter husband and wife, and some tension between them, and it's affecting the kids. Here's their son, Emil. He's mostly homeschooled. Okay, so for the fishing, I'll do it in a little bit, just to mess with you. He's a bit of a brat. I guess I didn't prompt a response from you. I failed. And here I am, just slowly ended up talking to all the NPCs anyways. But I'd like to. At least in this town. Okay, so anyways, fishing. So we got 5 bait. We only got 1 rod, so we just fish. It's simple. Just mash buttons that that's being highlighted. Gets somewhat harder with the last few fish. Otherwise, it's mostly easy. Kind of chill. Collect them all. New fish every month.
Caught one.
There are fishing spots in dungeons as well. That's the same fish. Press buttons a bunch of times.
Caught one.
Oh, let me show you, once I catch the next fish. I went a little ahead. As you can see on the bottom, type squat, 1 out of 20. There's 20 kinds of fish to collect in the game. We only got the first of 20. Let's see if anything else pops up. No, 5 of the same one. As you can see, if I keep pressing circle, it does nothing. Yeah, it's a little bit more in the second game. Sorry if you feel disappointed. I'll show this area on top here. This is the dormitory for nobles. That's fancy. Well, activity-wise, not really in this game. Well, the nobles have a maid in the dormitory. I'm probably not going to be stopping by much to hear this. And this is the lower class dorm. It's ordinary. Let's explore around the town some more. Here's the bookshop. Here's another student. Good old Becky. She's a merchant at heart, and she has several part-time jobs. And she has a bit of an accent. Kind of a Welsh Scottish accent sort of thing. Yes. See? This is actual reading. This stuff is to give to our buddies for more bondings. Oh yeah. I have all the DLC stuff since that's what comes with the PS4 version. All this. Yeah, let's open them up. This is to get those, you know, Shining Palms are basically the metal slimes of Trails games. They're rare and they give a lot of EXP, and they're very hard to kill. Accessories are good. And we got a little accessory stuff. I should have opened those before. Oh well. And these are DLC costumes. There's some slight spoilers there, so maybe I should look into it later. Oh, I'll just hurry it up. I'm 5 hours into this already and I've barely scratched the surface. These accessories, nothing too overpowered. And for the costumes, see, you got a little casual clothes like this. I'll just keep it at default for now. And the ride-along stuff is basically this. That's also from Nayuta no Kiseki, this character. Anyways, books. We got newspaper. Politics and all that. And I'm just kind of immersing myself into things. Keep in mind the name Keldic. Okay, that was it. And there you go for books. You have fun. And here's our cafe. And not much to note of the NPCs here. And no one in the rooms over here. It's a cafe. We'll occasionally stop by here. This is Radio Trista. Hi, Monk. Let me see something. So you see over here for under characters, under the characters tab, this just basically gives a little information about each of the party members and characters you'll be meeting throughout the game. And some nice 2D artwork and everything too. I'm kind of sitting back a little bit, so I hope you could still hear me okay. Okay, cool. And question marks over here is basically there's a little extra info you'll learn about them later on if you continue talking with them. See, there's a few things. Yeah, he is one of the biggest noble twats. Mm-hmm. Admittedly, all the reading is tiring me out a little bit, so I'm just gonna take it slow and steady. And here's Machias here. No, not yet. Oh yeah, we haven't checked the shops here. Here's Tazel, Little Miss Helper. Here's another student, Hugo. Also a merchant guy. He's a businessman at heart. Yeah, standard food stuff for the cooking thing in this game. I never really mess with cooking in the series because I'm overly conservative and I don't like using items that much. Kind of a cheapo that way. Anyways, let's move on to Trista. I could have waypoint warped there, but oh well. Let's just get the ball rolling and get to one of the quests. Let's start with this. Hey, George. He is our engineering buddy for the series. He's a cool guy. Yeah, so a delivery quest. I might be calling it a night pretty soon because I'm just starting to get a little tired, partly from all the reading, and it's late and it's a busy, tiring day. Well, let's try to go at it for another 25 minutes and see if I pick up a second wind. So if I started coming a little more sluggish, pardon me. Hope you guys don't think less of me. So let's start with the school stuff. Main building, second floor. Yep, 11:36 p.m. Cooking club is here. Hi, Margaret. You want to trade times? Greens are good. Student council golfer. Ow. That sucks. Okay. Yeah, hopefully good news about your organs. Hopefully they're organic. We unlocked the recipe book stuff. So this quest unlocks some of the extra features of the game. Okay, no problem. Yep, this is the cooking stuff. Basically, you pick a recipe, pick one of the characters to cook it. They have a certain affinity with the food you cook, and the results vary. No, I mean, this quest I'm doing right now for the engineering club unlocks some of the other things for the game. So it's just kind of an excuse, since it's a mandatory quest. Mandatory quest to deliver stuff. You unlock more stuff for the game. And we can just mess around with the cooking right now. Recipe. Like we got a simple omelet here. Rain's okay at it. Ellie, DC is great about it. See the smiley face? V doesn't have compatibility with this. And again, it's just mostly healing items or little extra items and stuff. I don't utilize it much because I'm stingy and I want to consume items. They have some cute dialogues and quotes and stuff. For example, let's cook with Fee. Oh, I don't have them available. Oops. Not yet.
Okay, let's give this a try. There we go.
See, we got a thing. And as you can see, there's 3 question marks. Depending on how good or bad they are, they could... whoever NPC you choose to cook with, you know, will bring out a certain result. I'm really feeling like I'm off my explanation game tonight. I feel like I keep stumbling or I feel like I'm tripping up on my own words. She's a good club president. Yep, a winking smiley face. And hey, you see that pink-haired NPC? Have you feel like you've seen it before somewhere else? And it looks like there's some noise going on in the background. Outside. I think someone's driving one of those RC vehicles outside. I hear the engine. Oh yeah, let me go to the Student Union building to trigger the optional quest. See the green? That means there's something available. Yeah, you're hearing some RC engine. He is a student council gopher. We'll help out. And narrowing down a little further. Okay, now then, the weapons keeper is selling stuff. We should get some reviving bombs. No battle scopes. Feels like money's always scarce. So as for the notebook, I happen to remember where it is. That's what reminded me to do the quest. It should be somewhere here. Unless I'm mixing it up with something else. You see, there's a little book here. That was easy. And let's just check things for fun. No on the rooftop. Let's go to the Student Union building. Apparently. There you go. The first side completed in this arc. The first of many. Let's check some of the other students. So yeah, you see there's a third floor here. with the carpet and everything. You know, for nobility stuff. Here's this elusive salon we never really enter. Oh boy. Yeah. Do you like yaoi? Well, this might be the club for you. It's books. You sweet, innocent girl, you. Bye. He's got his priorities. Priorities, man. Yep. I see what you did there. Lecture. Lecture. Okay, so let's go back to town for more of the side quests. You got more deliveries to make. He is a friendly shopkeeper. That's a mini game that's going to be available later. That's a nice way of phrasing it. I occasionally mess with the curio shops, mostly near the end of the game. And as for the card game, yeah, basically that. Oh yeah, I forgot to save, it's been hours. I better do it just in case. And I just want to check something. Yeah, it's not a deep card game, just something for fun. And I see the auto host from Mr. Cunningham. Yeah, it's another new minigame, but that's for later. And we gotta go to Radio Trista. There's no warp point for the radio game place. See, we gotta walk it there. Hey, 9 o'clock, like my stream schedule. And I want to check something. Okay, sorry about the pause there. Yeah, this whole radio thing has some minor story relevance. Okay. We already read that, I just wanted to double check. Let's go back to the engineering building. as if it was some kind of test or secret tutoring. We have no use or control over it. We re-inputs on the radio when the story feels like it. George is a nice guy. That's very important, the maintenance thing. And our very second quest of the arc. I already know this stuff. Yep. I'll explain. Okay, so the modify thing, it's like we have orbments, but we need to unlock more slots so I could put more quartz in it. And therefore I could use more magics and passive abilities. But they have a cost, as you could see on the left side. And it goes from top down each line. So like, this is pretty expensive. This is a little more expensive. This and this are cheap in comparison. And since I got the DLC pack, this is a bit of a boost. No, they're not rare. It just, as you beat enemies, they drop them. It's not so much rare as we just need lots and lots of them. So let's unlock stuff for everyone. Might as well for the long run. And quartz is use the sepet that you collect to create these. These are the basic stuff so far. There's going to be more added to the game as we go along. Covers are just basically decorations and stuff for your orbments. Mass, you could sell the sepet if you want to, but I usually keep onto them. I just sell the masses. Customizing weapon is just basically for each weapon you could do a little boost, like this. You can only do it once. I got the necessary materials. I should get going soon, but before I do so, let's at least do one bond event. Or both bond events. After we get out of here, apparently, because it suddenly doesn't let me warp. And she's pretty important too. We'll talk more about her later. Hey, Fee. She likes to sleep a lot, if you can't tell. Hi, Bridget. Yeah. Alan and Bridget has a long ongoing subplot. Oh, Patrick. Yeah, go ahead and ask. She's cool. Hey, Laura. Yeah, let's consume one of the bond points. Just fun little bonus dialogues and character interactivity. I like that sort of thing. Yeah, me too. Oops. That was just response to a message. The link levels, they'll be explained a little later. So, Kirito, you still around? I'll let you have dibs on the second one. Should I spend a little bonding time with Machias or Elliot? Yeah, matters not to me. In this case. Yeah, sometimes I have certain ones I want to do over the others, but I'll let you have this one at least. No pressure. Choose wisely. Okay. It's with an AS, not a US. But close enough. Let's go study with Machias. Let's have some coffee. I'm not a coffee person at all. I'm more of a tea guy. Yep. Whoops. Oh, I'm sure there's ways to sip arrogantly. Like, it's more in the facial expressions, though. Mm-hmm. They're exchanging fluids. That's what's going on. No window there. Well, it's not a lie. Yes, very hot fluids. Okay, so it's been over 3 hours, not a single fight throughout the whole stream. It was just exposition and NPC talks and stuff. And the crazy thing is, there's still some more NPCs I want to talk to and stuff. At least we made some progress, a bit of story and a bit of questing. But I'm still not done with the side stuff. I'm gonna likely be streaming a whole lot of it on Saturday, since I only did 3 hours apiece on both nights. And I'm gonna be doing Super Robot Wars Thursday and Friday. So I feel like the Cold Steel needs a little boost to just kind of keep things going and moving forward. And we're gonna see from there. For now, have a good night. It's been good. Feeling a little better. And let me just make sure to save. I just blanked out for a moment. Okay. Take care.